Hey guys, and welcome back to Film Jumbo. Today we'll be taking a look at the 7 man vs food challenges that were totally dangerous. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and to turn notifications on for more great videos like this one. Number 7 is the Hot Dogger Eating Challenge at the Roast Grill. This challenge went down in Raleigh, North Carolina. It was one of those challenges that's a record breaker. During the Chili Dog Challenge, Richmond scarfed down 17 hot dogs. Each hot dog featured mustard as well as a chili that was made from scratch. Adam had 60 minutes to eat all of the hot dogs. He managed to get the job done in half the time. This earned him a world record. After setting a new record, Richmond was offered the chance to rename the eating challenge. He dubbed it the Man vs Food Hot Dog Challenge. After Adam set a new record, the person who held it before him decided to step up his own game. He came back to the Roast Grill, ate 18 chili dogs in just 23 minutes and got his record back. The name of the challenge was then reverted to the original Hot Dogger Eating Challenge. Richmond outdid himself here, but there was a previous record holder who was determined to reclaim his crown. Imagine eating so many hot dogs, all of which are loaded with chili and condiments, in such a short time. Pro Eating Challenge participants deserve props for their dedication and commitment. Remember, they do it all to entertain us. Maybe they want to beat their personal best too. Will Adam ever try to regain his record? Maybe not. It seems like his eating challenge days are behind him. Eating challenges do put some tough demands on the human body. At number 6, it's the Stuffed Pizza Challenge at Randy's Wooster St. Pizza Shop. Adam travelled to Connecticut to take a stuffed pizza challenge at Randy Rooster's Street Pizza Shop. This eating challenge required finishing a whopping 10 pounds of stuffed pizza, and the pizza was measured at 22 inches in diameter. This challenge was a bit different, because it wasn't just Adam trying to finish the food, it was a challenge that Adam took on along with another participant. While Adam had some help, he went all out during the challenge and distinguished himself by eating his share before the time limit was reached. He didn't finish until there was just 1 second remaining on the clock. If you saw just how much stuffed pizza was on each guy's plate at the start of the challenge, you'd know that this was a daunting one. Adam and his compadre had a lot of dipping sauce that they could use to make things go down a little easier. But of course, dipping the pizza means taking in even more food. This challenge was right down to the wire, which made it very exciting. Fans cheered for the guys as they chowed down. Partway through the challenge, a light sheen of sweat appeared on Adam's face. He was giving his all, and it showed. Eating on this scale certainly isn't easy. It's a tough job, and not everyone is cut out for it. In at number 5, it's the Ultimate Slider Challenge at Chompies. During this challenge, Adam visited Chompies in Tempe, Arizona. The year was 2010, and the challenge took place during the 3rd season of the show. In preparation for the challenge, bakers at Chompies whipped up tons of extra chalar buns just to ensure that demands would be met. Unfortunately, Adam couldn't manage to complete the slider challenge. The plate of sliders that he was served was so huge. The plate featured a mass of Jewish sliders, perhaps too many Jewish sliders, because few people managed to ace this tough challenge. When the challenge was shown on TV, people flocked to various Chompies eateries in Arizona to get their own sliders. Over 7,600 of the treats were sold that day. This eating challenge was so hard, and the plate of sliders weighed in at a full 5 pounds. There were a dozen sliders on the plate, plus a bunch of onion rings. To get on the restaurant's Wall of Fame, challengers need to devour every single bit in just half an hour or less. While Adam couldn't secure a place on the Wall of Fame, he sure entertained the hungry crowd. He also helped the world to discover the wonders of Jewish sliders from Chompies. How many sliders could you eat in 30 minutes or less? When eating challenges are carb heavy like this one, it's often tougher to make the grade. These sliders look tasty in moderation though. Their buns are rich and chewy and substantial, and their fillings are, well, filling. At number 4, it's the 15 Dozen Oyster Challenge from the Acme Oyster House. When Adam dropped by the Acme Oyster House in New Orleans, he was ready to try and join the 15 Dozen Club. Only those who can eat 15 dozen oysters in one sitting become members of this exclusive club. We're talking about eating 180 oysters. That's a lot. Adam did get the job done. Acme Oyster Club is located in Iberville Street in New Orleans, and Adam joined the 15 Dozen Club in January 2019. The most prolific oyster eater ever at the French Quarter branch of Acme Oyster House is Pat Bertoletti from Palos Heights, Illinois. Pat has consumed 44 dozen oysters at Acme Oyster House, and accomplished this feat in July of 2015. There's no shortage of Roy oysters at Acme Oyster House. Other delicacies include poi boy sandwiches, boo fries that come with cheese, gravy and roast beef, seafood gumbo and crab cakes. The oyster overload that Adam experienced during the challenge had an interesting and understandable side effect. He basically lost all desire to eat oysters afterwards. He has eaten several since then, but less than a dozen. They aren't his first choice when it comes down to chowing down off camera. If you want to retain your love for oysters, you may want to sit this challenge out. At number 3, it's the Kodiak Arrest Challenge at Humpy's Great Alaskan Ale House. This food challenge was a bit more exotic and interesting. It wasn't the usual hot wings or mega sandwich challenge. According to Adam, this was the eating challenge that he liked the best. Food offered during the Kodiak Arrest Challenge was out of the ordinary and very Alaskan. During the challenge, the Man vs Food host had to consume a feast that weighs 6 pounds. It included reindeer sausage, Alaskan crab legs, cakes made from wild salmon, mashed potatoes and grilled vegetables. Plus, he had to eat ice cream for dessert. The time limit for this challenge was 90 minutes. This meal was big enough to feed the entire crowd, but Adam had to devour all of it on his own. It took him 15 minutes just to crack open the Alaskan crab legs. However, Adam managed to swallow everything and complete the challenge. If you want to try this challenge, head to Humpy's in Anchorage. If you complete the challenge within the time limit, your food will be free and you'll get a funny t-shirt, plus a spot on the Winners Hall of Fame. In at number 2, it's the absolutely ridiculous burger challenge from Mally's Sports Grill and Bar. With this challenge, the format was a little different. Adam took on a challenge with 40 or so other people. He headed for Mally's Sport Bar and Grill in Southgate MI, and he and his crew then attempted to polish off a burger that weighed 190 pounds. The burger was a Guinness World Record holder. This challenge had never happened before. It was a new and different thing. Adam and his group of eaters could not finish the burger within the 2-hour time limit, so this challenge resulted in a team loss. If you want one of these burgers for your own group event, you're welcome to order one, but you'll need to shell out $2,000 for this mammoth savoury treat. The burger eating event was exciting. It included a KISS tribute band, and firefighters and hockey players were there to help Adam win the challenge. Each person would have to eat around 5 pounds of food in order to win the challenge, but the group just couldn't do it. This challenge was too much for the group, but people seemed relieved when it was over. Have you ever eaten 5 pounds of food at one sitting? If you have, you may have what it takes to enter this crazy eating contest. And lastly, at number 1, we come to the 5 milkshake challenge at Crown Candy Kitchen. The idea of consuming this much dairy at one time is really kind of gross. It's just a lot of rich, creamy dairy all in one sitting. Even the most passionate milkshake fans may find that drinking down 5 big, thick milkshakes in one sitting is just impossible. Adam did complete the 5 milkshake challenge at Crown Candy Kitchen, but vomited afterwards. He had consumed 120 ounces of the challenge drink in less than half an hour. Now, it's no wonder he made a beeline for the bathroom afterwards. Rickman has pushed himself to the edge for our amusement. These eating challenges are getting out of hand though. Most people could not complete them, and Adams completed plenty of them. He eventually gave up the eating challenges. Some of these challenges, including the Hellfire challenge, caused him physical pain. He doesn't miss the feeling of pain and uncomfortable fullness. While he was still in the competitive eating game, he reigned supreme. There will always be others who are willing to follow in his footsteps, but it's not a healthy activity. However, it's a crowd pleaser. Now that you know about the worst challenges on Man vs Food, you can try them for yourself. These challenges are very tough, and those who prevail get bragging rights. And t-shirts. So what did you think of our countdown of the 7 Man vs Food challenges that were dangerous? Let us know in the comments section. Also, don't forget to subscribe to Film Jumbo and turn notifications on for more great videos like this one. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.